Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is prawn and tomato with biscotti. So the ingredients you need is 2 bags of prawns. To make the sauce, you will need 1 onion, garlic, dry crushed chili flakes. You will need 2 tins, 1 tin of chopped tomato, and you also need 1 plum tomatoes. You'll need some basil, ground salt, ground black pepper and biscotti, and 3 tomatoes and garlic. So we're first going to prep all the ingredients and going to start off with the tomatoes. So first step, you want to chop your tomatoes in half. And then you want to chop them again. And then we're just going to chop them into 4, so into 2s. Like that. I'll show you again. So you're carefully chopping them one way. And then like that. Then you get a little bowl. And you place them in the bowl like that. I'll show you again. So you get another tomato. Carefully chop down the middle. And then what we're doing is just chopping them into 4 pieces. These will soften in the pan and make more of a sauce. And then you'll get your bowl. And then you just keep placing all your tomatoes in the bowl till you've done them. So next step, you're going to get some fresh basil. You're going to tear all the leaves off like I have done here. And then you just want to carefully chop them. So we're just chopping them one way. Then you're going to bring them all back together into a little ball. And then you give them one final cut. It's up to you how fine you want to shred your basil. Always remember to move your fingers out the way till you got nice fine pieces. I'm just going to give it one final chop, and then we'll place this in nearly at the end so it gives some flavour. So you're going to get a little bowl and then you place all that in like that. So next step, we're going to prep our onion. You're first going to chop your end off. I like to flatten it so it's more easy to chop. Then you chop it down the middle. You put one to one side. You want to peel the other. You want to chop the other end, and you want to peel 2 layers of the skin. And then you'll finally dice it. So once you have peeled your onion, you first want to slice it, not all the way through. Be careful with your fingers. Then you turn it back round, and then you just want to chop it till it goes all the way through. If it doesn't, you just go through it again with the knife. So you just bring it all back together and just give it a final chop to break them all down, just like that. We're going to get a small mixing bowl. We'll place all our onion in that, and then we will do our other half. Next step, we're going to prep the garlic. You'll need 2 garlic cloves. You want to first trim the ends and peel all the skin off, and then you'll finally dice it and you'll place that in with your onion. So you're first going to chop it in half, and then you're just going to chop it in half again, and then you're just going to finally slice it one way. And then you'll turn it around and you just want to chop them into little pieces. Move your fingers out the way. It's up to you how fine you want to have them. you slice it one way and then you're chopping them into little pieces. Then you'll bring them all together and just give them one final chop like that. Then you get your bowl with your onions. You place all your garlic pieces in, and then you do the same with your other garlic clove. So next step, you want to switch on your hob. You want to set it to high. Get a saucepan, place it on the heat, and then we'll first start frying our onion and garlic. You first want to fry your onion and garlic, so you want to get it all out. And you want these to soften for 3 minutes. Get some colour on them. So you just give them a little stir using the wooden spoon. So you want to soften your onions in your pan 3 minutes so they bring out colour and you can also smell them. This will be our base for our sauce. And then when these are nice in colour and you can smell them, you'll sprinkle a little bit of chilli flakes into the pan so we can cook our chilli flakes in with our onion and garlic. Now you want to put in a good pinch of dried chilli flakes. And you're just giving them a stir in so they can cook and they'll bring out flavour. You don't want a lot because you don't want it to be too spicy, but you just want them to be a nice little kick. And then once these are coated in with the onions and garlics for a minute, then we'll add in our fresh tomatoes, what we have chopped. So you're going to add in your tomatoes. And then you give that a good stir for a minute or two. So they can start to soften. And anything what you've got on the bottom of your pan, that will come off the bottom. So we're just using our back of our wooden spoon to first to coat them in, and then we will soften them using the back, and they will squash down and start to make our sauce. So you're now going to add in your plum tomatoes. You'll carefully get them in. And what you want to do is you want to break them and stir them. And then we'll start to soften. And we'll also add in our chopped tomatoes too. That will help them. And then what we're doing, we're just breaking them all down, giving it a good stir. So just breaking them with the wooden spoon. Just be careful it doesn't splat at you. And then in a minute we're adding our seasoning, our basil and our prawns. We've got cooked prawns, but we're just going to warm them up in our sauce. But you can also buy raw prawns. You will cook them first, and then you'll make your sauce in the same pan. That's optional. But what we're doing is just finishing off breaking the plum tomatoes down with all our other tomatoes and tinned. So just do like a chop action. Just keep going round and they'll bring out more juice. Now you want to place all your prawns in and the juice. So you add in both packets. The juice will give some flavour. You want to give that a good stir in so they all coat. And then in a minute you add in some seasoning and basil, your basil. And then you'll put the lid on, let it cook your prawns, and finish off your sauce cooking to a nice thickness while you make your biscotti. Now you want to add in your basil, get it all out. You give that a little bit of a stir, and you're also going to lower your hob. So we've just lowered it while we're stirring in our basil. And then in a minute you add in some ground black pepper and salt. Then you'll put the lid on so your sauce can thicken and finish off cooking your prawns to warm them back up. And we will make our biscotti. Today I'm making a prawn and tomato biscotti recipe. I like to cook for other people who are a pescatarian, who can only eat fish. So this will be a perfect recipe if you like prawns and a nice tomato sauce. So you can have something different with your pasta when you're always looking for a new recipe to make. Now we're going to add in a little bit of ground black pepper. And a little bit of salt. Shake that off my hands and just give that another stir in. Just be careful it doesn't splash you. And you just want to coat all your seasoning into your sauce, and they will go in nicely into your prawns, the sauce. Now you want to place your lid on top. Just like that. As you can see, we've already got it on low, so you just want that to simmer for 10 to 12 minutes while you cook your biscotti, and then you can toss it into your prawns and sauce and then serve up. This is how you make my prawn and tomato biscotti. Hope you like this recipe. Don't forget to give it a like, share and subscribe, and thank you.